Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to continue our chapter, The 100 Dresses, Part 2. Till now we have seen that Peggy and Maddie, they are going to Vanda's house to apologize and stop her probably from going away. Maddie is feeling guilty and regret. Peggy also, but she is not feeling guilty that she has done something wrong. But Maddie is thinking that she has done something very wrong to Maddie. So what happens next? We will see from page number 75, paragraph number 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth paragraph. Okay. Maddie could say nothing. All she hoped was that she would find Vanda. She wanted to tell her that they were sorry they had picked on her and how wonderful the whole school thought she was, and please not to move away and everybody would be nice. She and Peggy would fight anybody who was not nice. So what is happening here? They are going to Vanda's house, and on the way Maddie is thinking that what she will say to Vanda and how she will try to stop her from going away from the town. The two girls hurried on. They hoped to get to the top of the hill before dark. I think that's where the Petronskis live. And they are trying to find the house, and maybe they found the house where the Vanda used to live. Said Maddie, pointing to a little white house, wisps of old grass stuck up here and there along the pathway like thin kittens. The house and its sparse little yard looked shady but clean. It reminded Maddie of Vanda's once dress, her faded blue cotton dress, shady but clean. So when they reached to the house, they saw the yard which was very shady, but it was very clean. Shady means dull. It was very dull in color, not so attractive, but it was clean. And now Peggy remembers the design of one of the dresses that Vanda designed. It was shady blue color, but it was very clean. Okay, so it is clear that Vanda got the design ideas from her surroundings. There was not a sign of life but the house. Peggy knocked firmly on the door, but there was no answer. She and Maddie went around to the backyard and knocked there. Still there was no answer. So they went there and knocked on the door, but there was no answer. So they went behind the door, on the back door, and there also there was no answer. There was no doubt about it. The Petronskis were gone. How could they ever make amends? They turned slowly and made their way back down the hill. Amends का मतलब होता है regret, to show regret. प्रायश्चित इसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं. इसके लिए एक और वर्ड होता है, वो मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा. मैं थोड़ी देर में सोच के लिखता हूँ. ओके, तो अब वो लोग चले गए थे. ऐसा लग रहा था पेट्रॉन्स्की चले गए. Well, anyway, said Peggy, she is gone now, so what can we do? Besides, when I was asking her about all her dresses, she probably was getting good ideas for her drawings. She might not even have won the contest otherwise. अब पैगी, क्योंकि उसको बहुत ज़्यादा रिग्रेट नहीं था या वो शो नहीं करना चाहती थी अपना रिग्रेट, वो बोलती है ओके एनीवे, अगर मैं उसको इतना पूछती नहीं कि आपके ड्रेसेस कैसे दिखते हैं, तो मे बी शी विल नॉट बी एबल टू ड्रॉ द ड्रेसेस. उसको आइडियाज़ ही नहीं आते डिज़ाइंस बनाने के लिए, ऐसा पैगी कहती है. Maddie turned his idea carefully over in her head, for if there were anything in it she would not have to feel so badly. But that night she could not get to sleep. She thought about Vanda and her faded blue dress and the little house she had lived in, and she thought of glowing picture those 100 dresses made, all lined up in the classroom. At last Maddie sat up in the bed and pressed her forehead tight in her hands and really thought this was the hardest thinking she had ever had. After a long time she reached an important conclusion. She was never going to stand by and say nothing again. पैगी को तो बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हुई, बट व्हेन मैडी वेंट टू हर हाउस शी कुडंट स्टॉप हर सेल्फ फ्रॉम थिंकिंग अबाउट thinking about Vanda, and it was very painful for her. that was very painful for her, and it was very difficult for her to go through all this. And after this, Maddie thought that she will not say anything bad to anybody in the future from now on. If she never heard anybody picking on someone because they were funny looking or because they had strange names, she'd speak up even if it meant losing Peggy's friendship. She had no way of making things right with Vanda, but from now on she would never make anybody else that unhappy again. तो वो ये सोचती है कि अगर फ्यूचर में अब कोई किसी का मजाक उड़ाएगा, किसी के अपीयरेंस का मजाक उड़ाएगा, तो मैं उसके खिलाफ बोलूँगी, आई विल स्पीक अगेंस्ट इट, चाहे इसके लिए मुझे पैगी की फ्रेंडशिप ही क्यों ना तोड़ना पड़े. On Saturday, Maddie spent the afternoon with Peggy. They were writing a letter to Vanda Petronsky. It was just a friendly letter telling about the contest and telling Vanda she had won. तो सैटरडे को उन्होंने एक लेटर लिखा वेंडा को, सॉरी नहीं लिखा, एक फ्रेंडली लेटर जिसमें उन्होंने बताया कि वेंडा कंपटीशन जीत गई. They told her how pretty her drawings were and they asked her if she liked where she was living and if she liked her new teacher. तो उसको उसके जहाँ वो गई है, जिस स्कूल में, जिस जगह में रहने गई है, टीचर्स के बारे में पूछ रहे. They had meant to say they were sorry. वो चाहते तो थे सॉरी बोलना, but it ended up in their just writing a friendly letter, the kind they would have written to any good friend, and they signed it with lots of X's for love. They mailed the letter Poggin sites, writing please forward on the envelope. उसके बाद उनको नया एड्रेस तो नहीं पता था, तो बॉगिन साइट में ही उनके एड्रेस पे भेजा और प्लीज़ फॉरवर्ड लिख दिया. सो देयर इज़ अ प्रोसीजर, इफ़ द हाउस इज़ चेंज द लेटर गोज़ टू चेंज्ड एड्रेस इन सम प्लेसेस. ओके, तो उन्होंने फ्रेंडशिप वाले फ्रेंडली एक लेटर लिखा, कोई सॉरी उसमें नहीं लिख पाए बिकॉज दे वॉन्टेड टू राइट सॉरी बट दे कुड नॉट. Days passed and there was no answer, but the letter did not come back, so maybe Vanda had received it. Perhaps she was so hurt or angry she was not going to answer. You could not blame her. अब बहुत दिन हो गए बट कोई उसका कोई आंसर नहीं आता. बट हुआ क्या कि लेटर भी वापस नहीं आया. इट मीन्स इट वॉज रीच टू वेंडा, और मे बी वो बहुत गुस्सा है इसलिए उसने रिटर्न कोई आंसर नहीं किया. Weeks went by and still Vanda did not answer. Peggy had begun to forget the whole business, and the Maddie put herself to sleep at night making speeches about Vanda, defending her from great crowds of girls who were trying to tease her with how many dresses have you got. And before Vanda could press her lips together in a tight line the way she did before answering, Maddie would cry out stop, then everybody would feel ashamed the way she used to feel. अब बहुत हफ्ते हो गए, पैगी सब कुछ भूल गई, और मैडी जो है रात में सोने के पहले क्या करती थी, अपने मन में ही ऐसे इमेजिन करती थी कि हाउ शी वुड हैव हेल्प्ड वेंडा, है ना. ऐसा हम सब करते कि कोई सिचुएशन हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं होती है तो हम सोने के पहले सोचते हैं कि हम ऐसे कर देंगे, वैसे कर देते, ये कर देते, वो कर देते. तो वो ऐसे ही सोचने लगती कि अगर लोग उसको परेशान करते तो मैं ऐसे ही हीरो बन के जाती, उसको बचाती, और बाकी सबको रिग्रेट फील होता. Now it was Christmas time and there was snow on the ground. Christmas bells and small trees decorated in classroom on the last day of school before the holidays. The teacher showed the class a letter she had received that morning. क्रिसमस का टाइम था, क्रिसमस के पहले क्लास को टीचर ने एक लेटर दिखाया. You remember Vanda Petronsky, the gifted little artist who won the drawing contest? Well, she has written me and I'm glad to know where she lives because now I can send her medal. I want to read her letter to you. The class sat up with a sudden interest and listened intently. अब क्या होता है, वो लेटर पेट्रॉन्स्की की तरफ से आया होता है, वेंडा की तरफ से आया होता है, और मिस मैसन भी खुश होती है कि अब मैं उसको मेडल भी भेज पाऊँगी बिकॉज एड्रेस इज़ रिटन ऑन द लेटर. नाउ the letter says, Dear Miss Mason, how are you in room 13? Please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses because in my new house I have 100 new ones all lined up in my closet. I'd like that girl Peggy to have the drawings of the green dress with the red trimming and her friend Maddie to have the blue one for Christmas. I miss that school and my new teacher does not equalize with you. Merry Christmas to you and everybody. So it was a very Christmas wishing letter for the class, and she said to the class that everybody can take her 100 dresses, and especially Peggy should keep the green dress and Maddie should keep the blue one. On the way from the school, Maggie and Paddy held their drawings very carefully. All the houses had wreaths and holly in the windows. Outside the grocery store, hundreds of Christmas trees were stacked, and in the window, candy, peppermint sticks, and conspicuous, shiny, transparent paper were strung. The air smelled like Christmas, and lights shining everywhere reflected different colors on the snow. जब वो घर वापस जा रहे होते हैं, वैन दे वर गोइंग बैक टू होम, वॉट इज़ हैपनिंग कि पूरा जो एटमॉस्फेयर है वो क्रिसमस से लगा हुआ है, क्रिसमस का एटमॉस्फेयर है, क्रिसमस का स्मेल आ रहा है, ट्रीज़ की स्मेल आ रही है, हर तरफ लाइट्स सजी हुई हैं, हर तरफ पेपरमिंट्स, चॉकलेट्स विंडोज़ पे रखे हुए हैं, बिकॉज इट इज़ द कस्टम इन फॉरेन कल्चर कि क्रिसमस के टाइम पे ओपन में चॉकलेट्स एंड टॉफ़ीज़ रखी जाती है. बहुत ही सुंदर, बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल एटमॉस्फेयर है. Boy said Peggy, this shows she really likes us. It shows she got our letter, and this is her way of saying that everything is all right, and that's that. I hope so, said Maddie sadly. She felt that because she knew she would never see the little tight-lipped polished girls again and couldn't ever really make things right between them. तो पैगी जाते जाते अचानक बोलती है कि ओके, अब शायद वेंडा ने हमें माफ़ कर दिया, इसलिए उसने स्पेशली ये लेटर हमको लिखा है और हमको ये गिफ्ट दिया है. और मैडी भी ये सोचती कि यस, बट उसको ये बुरा लग रहा है कि अब हम लोग वेंडा को कभी देख नहीं पाएंगे. She went home and she pinned her drawing over a stone place in the pink flowered wallpaper in the bedroom. The shady room came alive from the brilliancy of colors. Maddie sat down on her bed and looked at the drawing. She had stood by and said nothing, but Wenda had been nice to her anyway. वो मैडी घर जाती है, उस ड्राइंग को घर पे लगाती है, बेड पर बैठती है और सोचती है कि उसने वेंडा के लिए कुछ नहीं किया, बट स्टिल वेंडा इज़ वेरी नाइस टू हर. Tears blurred her eyes and she gazed for a long time at the picture. Then hesitantly she rubbed her eyes and studied it intently. The colors in the dress were so vivid that she had scarcely noticed the face and head of the drawing, but it looked like her. Maddie, it really looked like her own mouth. Why, it really looked like her own self. Wenda had really drawn things for her. Excitedly, she ran over to Peggy's. Peg, she said, let me see your picture. जब वो ड्रेस देखती है, बार बार वो पढ़ने की कोशिश करती है, लेकिन बार बार जब वो ड्रेस देखती है तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ ये होती है कि वो ड्रेस देखने के बाद उसको ये समझ में आता है कि वो जो ड्रेस है वो मैडी के खुद के फेस के जैसा है, उसके फेस के जैसा ही वो दिख रहा है, वो उसको डिनोट कर रहा है, उसके अपीयरेंस को दिखा रहा है. और ये सोच के वो पैगी की तरफ जाती है और बोलती है पैगी के घर जाके कि मुझे अपनी ड्रेस दिखाओ. What is the matter? asked Peggy as they clattered up to their room where Wenda's drawing was lying face down on the bed. Maddie carefully raised it. अब पैगी के घर जाता है तो पैगी ने उसको स्टिक नहीं किया था, वो बस ऐसे बेड पे रखा हुआ था वो पिक्चर, और उसको मैडी उठा के देखती है. Look, she drew you. That's you, she exclaimed, and the head and face of the picture did look like Peggy. तो वो जो ड्रेस थी उसमें जो लड़की बनी हुई थी वो पैगी के जैसे दिखती थी, यानी कि पैगी को जो ड्रेस गिफ्ट की वो पैगी के जैसे दिखती थी और मैडी को जो ड्रेस गिफ्ट की वो मैडी के जैसे दिखती थी. What did I say? said Peggy. She must have really liked us anyway. तो पैगी क्या बोलती है, मुझे तो मालूम था कि वो हमको पसंद करती है. Yes, she must have, agreed Maddie, and she blinked away the tears that came every time she thought of Wenda standing alone in that sunny spot in the schoolyard, looking stolidly over at the group and laughing girls after she had walked off, after she had said sure 100 of them all lined up. अब इसके बाद क्या होता है, उन दोनों को ये लगता है कि अब चलो, उसने शायद हमको पसंद किया इसलिए हमारे लिए ड्रेस बनाई है, इसलिए ड्राइंग बनाई है, एंड शी डिड नॉट रियली हेट देम. और ये चीज़ मैडी को है बहुत रिलैक्स फील कराती है और उन लोगों को लगता है कि अब कम से कम हमको रिग्रेट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, उसको बार बार सोचने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. तो एक बहुत ही हैप्पी एंडिंग होती है स्टोरी की और बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से स्टोरी ख़त्म होती है. बट इट सेज कि वी शुड नॉट डू सच थिंग्स टू एनीबडी बिकॉज ऑफ विच वी कैन रिग्रेट इन आवर फ्यूचर. तो किसी को हर्ट नहीं करना चाहिए। मे बी अगर आप किसी को हर्ट करते हो तो बाद में आप बहुत ज़्यादा उसको रिग्रेट करें। तो स्टोरी तो बहुत अच्छी थी, बट इट इज़ अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग मैसेज फ्रॉम इट, सो अंडरस्टैंड इट। आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड। थैंक यू फॉर लिसनिंग टू मी। हैव अ वेरी नाइस डे।